He requested X amount in his name that he could possibly get.
Okay.
Then X amount in
somebody else's name,
and
of course.
his kid and his dog and his neighbor and everybody else.
Did he win any?
Hello, Silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for Silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody.
My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of people too. People who, they smile at you and me.
All right, Mike, here we are in the conference room here at Harlan J. Berk, and quite an interesting room. You've got the people on the street, they're walking behind us, and
This is life as it happens at Harlan Berk.
yeah,
For G and Cap. Very nice copper for G and Cap right there in the.
that's wild.
It is.
And I'll have to pan around and show
Yeah,
some of
there's
the other
antiquities
things in
in
this
here
room.
and stuff. This is where we do a lot of deals.
Okay.
So this is our conference room.
It's basically a little mini museum over here.
Yeah, we used to call this a gallery.
Ah,
So we had people come in and they could look at the stuff.
okay. Well, hey, good to see you. It's been
Always
a
good to
while.
see you. It's been way too long. So I always like to talk to you about one of my favorite things.
Okay.
And I have one of my favorite things. GSA dollars
Okay.
are really cool. And there's a lot of different ways that these come. I could probably do 2 hours on how many different packages there are, how you differentiate between them, and how not to. But more importantly, it's like these are GSA dollars.
Yeah.
And they were auctioned off in the 1970s through a mail bid sale. And so when they redeemed all the silver certificates and they redeemed all the silver to people that they owed it to, what was left over in the government vaults was mostly silver dollars. And on purpose, most of them were Carson City dollars.
Ah.
So Carson City dollars they knew had a premium to them. And so they figured that they would distribute them through a bid sale. And so they offered them through the bid sale. Literally it was, we have this many of this date, this many of this date, and you would make a bid. I want 5 coins at this price.
And there was a max that you could purchase, correct?
I don't know if there was a max or not.
Yeah,
I
one
really
of the
don't.
old timers at
Okay.
a coin club was saying that he was a vest pocket coin dealer as
Sure.
well, and he was saying he requested X amount in his name that he could possibly get.
Okay.
Then X
X
amount
amount
in
in
his
somebody
wife
else's name,
and
of
his
course.
kid and his dog
Yes.
and his neighbor and everybody else.
Did he win any?
Yes.
So there's the difference between his story and my father's.
Oh.
Because my father bid on these, but he never won any of them.
Okay.
So the idea was that you would put your high bid in, and then they would literally lay them out on the floor, and the high bids, if they had 20 coins, the top 20 people, those are who got them.
Okay.
And they put them in these holders. Now,
Yeah.
these holders are really interesting from the standpoint of, they say Carson City,
Sure.
uncirculated silver dollar. But not all of them are like that.
Okay.
So some of them don't say uncirculated.
Oh. Okay.
And the difference between the two is not whether they're uncirculated or not. They had a bunch of office workers that were sorting these.
Ah.
And so they were basically told, if you see any color on it at all, put it in the circulated pile. If you see any, that are really nice, those are uncirculated. And then anything that didn't have a CC mint mark or anything that was truly circulated went into a flat pack that looks like a blue Ike.
Okay.
Same exact packaging, has a pliafilm package, and it had the dollar in it with the GSA thing. So this is how they came from the mint. They came in a box with a certificate. One of the cooler things out there is that NGC and PCGS both grade these.
Okay.
And they are now, NGC was always, but PCGS, when they first started authenticating these, would break them out of the slab. They would break them out of the package.
Yeah, how did those get put into those packages to begin with? That.
This was done by the General Services Administration.
Okay,
So these, if you look at them, these are the same packages that they put the Ikes in.
Okay.
These are the same packages that they put 70s proof sets in.
Okay.
They're exactly those same packages because that's the time that they came from. And then they just had a little bit in the insert as far as to what it was.
Got it.
So when PCGS started certifying these, they would break them out of the thing, but they would put on the holder GSA Hoard.
Okay.
Now, NGC came along and they decided to start grading them, and what they did was they put a band on it.
Oh, okay.
Which left it in the original package, which
see.
I think is more amenable to people. They like that idea better.
Yeah.
Because now you have the original package. So PCGS has now decided that they have a slab that the entire thing fits in.
Huh. Okay.
So it's a huge slab.
Yeah. So it's a slab within a slab.
It's a slab within a slab.
Okay.
And then I wanted to show you these because, you have different quality of coins that were in this hoard. And so this one is just, I would call it a basic 63.
Okay.
It's just a really decent coin, not a lot of marks, not a lot of, and it was luck of the draw as to which ones you got.
Right.
So somebody got that one and they were really happy with it. Somebody got this one and they're probably a little bit more happy with it.
Oh, yeah. MS-64.
And these are all 1883.
Huh. Nice.
And this one.
Ooh. Okay.
And that one's proof-like.
Yeah. Huh.
So these were all sold at the same price.
Uh-huh.
By the government
Luck of the
to the
draw.
public. Luck of the draw. But the variety...
Why did they have all these sitting around to begin with?
It's because silver dollars really never circulated in the United States.
Right.
And they don't for a reason.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard of Gresham's Law?
No.
Gresham's Law, he's an economist. He had always said that good money will out bad money.
Okay.
So basically what he's saying is that when we had when we had silver and gold, there was a ratio, 16-1.
Right.
But it didn't really stick to that.
Okay.
So whichever one was premium was the one that people would keep, and they would spend the other.
Okay.
And when the ratio changed, they would go back and they'd spend it. And all that mattered was which one was premium.
Okay.
Silver dollars, if you were to take 10 silver dimes, 4 silver quarters, 2 silver halves, those would each weigh the same.
Right.
A silver dollar will weigh just a little bit more.
Oh.
So people hoarded the dollars,
Okay.
spent the change.
I see. Huh. And how about out west? They did get circulated out west, right?
Can I get one of them?
You sure can. Take your pick as soon as I see your dollar.
It got circulated out west, but much the same. It was it was a matter of they would spend the dimes, the quarters, the halves, and they would hold the dollars because there was just a little bit more metal in them.
Yeah, and $1 was a lot of money. Back
Yes,
then,
but
too.
I mean it was $1 either way. But it's $1 with a little bit more silver, and they knew that the value was more in the silver than it was in the dollar, even though the face was higher than the melt.
Oh,
but
I
now
see.
it's not anymore.
Gotcha. Those are really cool and highly collectible.
Yes.
And so if people find those, inherit a collection or something like that, it's not graded. So NGC does
the band.
and PCGS.
PCGS will do an entire slab around the coin.
Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate you educating me on these, and of course, everybody knows Carson City that's the creme de la creme when it comes to silver dollars.
They certainly are popular.
And thanks for the time. I appreciate it, my friend.
Always.
Now, before I show you what I purchased at Harlan J. Berk, let me take a moment to thank these channel members who support my efforts to bring you videos just like this one. If you'd like to become a channel member, there's info in the video description. And thank you for watching. Now, I picked up some silver for my upcoming auctions, and take a look at this. You've got a little something for everyone there. But down here, this is my favorite. This little honest value never fails half ounce. I've also queued up some videos right here on the left and right for you to consider. If you want to watch more, just click either of those two videos and enjoy.